The day broke in upheaval when three police vehicles skidded into the Oakwood Estates clubhouse sirens, shrieking lights slicing the dawn like a thriller. Neighbors poked from windows whispering of cartels or abductions. In the middle of it all stood a glinting black Lamborghini Aventador parked with hospital-like precision beside the clubhouse steps, its presence ominous yet still as a sleeping predator. As officers emerged, a voice pierced the air. Vivian oversized sunglasses sitting on her nose, HOA badge dangling like a suburban sheriff star. She pointed a manicured finger at the car, screaming, it was suspicious and linked to criminal activity. What she did not realize was that a year prior she'd stood next to that exact same car on social media captioning it, "My Italian Stallion." Now she was reporting the cops on it because someone else held the keys. What she also had no idea about, that the owner knew Menu, fully well knew who she was, and parked it there just to make her squirm. The officers rolled up to the Lamborghini expecting trouble. Instead, they discovered me on the cafe patio over the lot having espresso flicking through a newspaper, waving casually as though we knew each other long time. An officer came to me to inquire if the car belonged to me. I handed over registration title and insurance, smilingly. He gave them a cursory glance, then stopped his screen flashing. Vivian's name in the repo history, I leaned in voice low. She reported it as suspicious. It used to be hers, defaulted on payments. I bought it at auction. Vivian's smug grin froze her face, a mask of shock. She stammered. It was loitering and abandoned, but the cops weren't buying it. One asked if I wanted to file for harassment or false reporting. I waved it off. Not yet, I had bigger plans. I'd bought the car, blind ignorant of its previous owner, only aware that it was a repossessed jewel from someone who had flashy tastes and poor math. But when HOA notices began accumulating, declaring my car a community danger and signed by Vivian S. Grant, I became inquisitive. She boasted about the Lamborghini, with hashtags such as Speed Queen, but fell behind on payments after 4 months. The bank repossessed it, and I picked it up at half price. Her loss was mine and now my weapon. After the police departed, I parked the car nearer to her driveway, exhaust directed at her precious alias. Legally parked but clearly provocative. Her HOA letters became unhinged. She alleged the hum of the engine caused migraines, accused me of illegal intent, even claimed my license plate concealed secret codes. It wasn't concerning the car, it was her hurt pride. The neighborhood observed, I remained calm, rule-abiding, but Vivian escalated. She boxed me in by the mailboxes, hissing that actual residents don't show off wealth. I caught her eye. Funny coming from someone who couldn't pay for this car. Her jaw dropped. She stormed off speechless. I dug deeper, learning Vivian had dominated the HOA for 3 years, making Oakwood her thief. She fines people for wind chimes, rewrites rules to prohibit wrong mulch, and lived on fear. But every tyrant has a weakness, and I'd found Hershire past shining in my driveway. I watched the Lamborghini publicly, Mozart playing softly as neighbors waved. "Old mister," Ellis whispered. "Wasn't that Vivian's car?" She never shut up about it. I grinned. Must have forgotten where it landed. Vivian's cronies attempted banning exotic cars from overnight parking, but the treasurer, no fan of hers, cited legal issues killing the rule. At an HOA meeting, she called me a threat, showing blurry photos of my car, like I was a mob boss. I arrived in a suit wearing pastries, and when questioned about the history of the car, I replied that it was Vivian's, she did not pay. I did. The room fell quiet. She ran off before the gavel collapsed. A year prior, Vivian was untouchable, rolling into HOA parties in her yellow Lamborghini engine, purring for attention. She gave driveway soirees. The car glowed like a museum exhibit. It wasn't transport. It was her crown. She conducted meetings like press junkets, silencing dissent, but the car was mirage. She'd signed a sketchy lease with balloon payments defaulting quickly. She concealed late fees with HOA event money, posted lavish photos to hide her slide, and disregarded repo notices alleging theft. When the tow truck arrived, neighbors witnessed it towing her away. She fibbed it was in the shop. It sat in a repo lot until I repossessed it, not knowing the drama I'd be inheriting. Vivian's notices inspired my scheme. I left the car parked where she'd see it, revving softly by her home, each grumble a reminder of her defeat. Her grievances glare, tires noise met my airtight rebuttals, county tint regulations, tire measurements. She seethed, helpless. I reported the city anonymously to the HOA for misusing funds. An audit uncovered. Vivian's Greenfield Designs invoices $11,200 to a ghost company linked to her maiden name, Greenfield. Her neighborhood improvements were personal cash grabs, whispers spread. Her supporters wavered. At another meeting, she vented about disruptive cars. I played her old Instagram video revving the Lamborghini captioned, Queen of the Road. Laughter broke her spell, a scratch on my car's bumper. Deliberate thin prompted cameras. Footage caught Vivian at midnight, key in hand, scraping my car. Her dog yanked along. I saved it, waiting for the next HOA meeting. She pushed a security policy targeting me. I played the video, her creeping, scratching, fleeing. The room gasped. She claimed it was someone else, or edited, but her midnight dog walking alibi fell apart. A board member questioned why she was by my car. She blamed her dog. No one trusted her. Her credibility broken. Vivian's social media tirades, calling me an entitled man, bullying female leaders fell on their face. Her past, Lamborghini posts surfaced, revealing her hypocrisy. Memes ridiculed her. A parody account reposted her comments. She closed her accounts. The HOA petitioned to remove her based on the audit and my video. At the vote, residents aired decades of complaints, fines, disregarded fixes, bullying. The count was close to unanimous. Vivian was ousted. She exploded, screaming about betrayal, spilling coffee, and storming out. Silence ensued relief, not remorse. The new board canceled her fines, reimbursed me, and apologized. I documented the Lamborghini with the check. A last jab, Vivian's SUV disappeared, replaced by a rundown sedan. Rumors stated she relocated to her sister's, but I wasn't finished. Her scratch and lies drove me to sue for vandalism, defamation, and HOA misconduct. In court, Vivian sat gray-suited, no pearls, looking at the door for rescue. My lawyer Claire brought the tape, her HOA letters, and her deleted post. She works hard, so she drives hard. Vivian's lawyer said she did not know the car in interest of safety. The judge, a no-nonsense woman, wanted to know why she was inches from it at midnight with a key. Silence. Vivian had admitted renting it, closing her motive. The judge decided she pay for the scratch my legal expenses and issued an injunction against future complaints. A local columnist's viral tale, Itcha Queen, reports own repo Lamborghini made her a laughingstock. Memes blew up her face on Grand Theft Auto posters captioned, "Lost the car, kept the ego." Her supporters dropped her. One apologized to me in public. Vivian's last post, complaining about being targeted, got no likes. She deleted her account, then herself from sight, struggling with moving boxes as a for sale. Signs sprouted. I passed by in the Lamborghini, not pausing. She knew I saw her loss. The neighborhood shifted, new board, real repairs, no petty penalties. A car show substituted Vivian's reign. My Lamborghini one ride amidst vintage trucks and odd vans. A sign next to my car said, "Not suspicious, just paid for." Neighbors laughed. A dealership called someone, probably Vivian, attempted leasing another Lamborghini under a new name. Her pass indicated her. They declined her. She-car man Vivian's conflict set us free from her clutches, demonstrating how ego gained power collapses in face of truth. The car was not the weapon. It was the mirror held up to her collapse. As the motor roared, I grinned, not for her, but for a community awakened.